Oh, that's better. Third time lucky, let's hope. But today we are doing something a little bit different. Going back to old school style, back to our roots if you like. We're down here with a single rod, a float, a size 18 hook and some maggots. We're gonna hopefully bag a few silverfish and with a bit of luck, maybe 1 or 2 perch as well. So, let's see what today brings. Hopefully this won't take too long. There's plenty of small fish in this swim. They've been jumping all over the place. A lot of small fry right in the margin. And that has been bringing in perch too. I've seen them jumping out of the water because the perch have been definitely going at them. Not big perch, just the small ones. The small ones are always a lot more active than the bigger perch. And I don't expect to catch a big perch today, that's for sure. But, oh, there was a fish there. Bit off my game on this whole match fishing lark. Used to sitting down on the bank for a couple of days waiting for a bite. You see that there was a dead fish there and it's just been done. So there's definitely perch here. But I imagine first we're gonna smash into the bunch of small silverfish at about, probably some bleak, roach. With a bit of luck there'll be roach. Maybe some gudgeon. Just nearly caught a seagull in that cast. Oh, my game is definitely off. I forgot how difficult it is to strike on a float. To be honest with you, I forgot how difficult it is to strike anything. It is an absolutely blistering hot day today. So, I've made sure that I've got a bucket of water right next to me to keep my hands wet and to keep the fish nice and safe. Ooh. First capture, some salad. I'm literally getting hit on every drop. I'm fishing a shirt button style with the bulk of the shot up by the float and then smaller shot going down the line equal from each other. Doing that so the bait drops slowly through the water. The only trouble is my reactions. The bites are coming so fast, I haven't even had to bait anything up yet. That's a better bite. Oh, we had him there. Slipped off the hook. Look at that. The old used condom. A single red maggot. I've just got red maggots today because a lot of anglers will say that perch prefer red. I don't know how true that is, but I've gone for the reds anyway. Oh, I must be getting old because I'm just struggling to strike into him. Again, half a sucked maggot. Probably too small of a fish to get the whole thing in its mouth. If I was a kid getting these many bites back in the day, I would have had a good keep net full of them by now. Oh my God. Oh, that's better. And it's Mr. Perch. Let's hope he stays on. Oh, I was just about to say, let's hope he stays on. Never jinx yourself. These hooks are terrible. Blame your gear when things start going wrong. It's always the best way to go. Using an 18 barbless hook, I'm not very keen on using barbed hooks in any situation. I just feel as though, although it does help keep hold of your fish, but I think they can just be a little bit too brutal sometimes. They're fine going in, but they can make a mess when they come out. That was a lovely perch. Gutted about that. On a single maggot as well. My reaction there was an absolute joke. Oh, did you see that? I don't think you did see that. That was a huge pike there, smashing that dead fish I was telling you about. Oh, and we've got a small thing on. Oh, right, I think what we're gonna have to do is check our hook here, because this is a bit of a joke, really. Didn't bring any fucking pike stuff, that's a shame. What I'm gonna do, because like I said, I don't use barbed hooks, I'm gonna just go up a little bit in size. Rather than the 18, I'm gonna stick a 14 on, go on double maggots, and see if that's a bit better at holding the fish. That pike, I'm gutted I haven't got any pike gear with me, because that was a huge pike, fighting the absolute life out of me. That may have put the small fish off now for a bit. I certainly know if I was a small fish swimming around, I'd evacuate the area pretty quickly. But with a bit of luck, hopefully there might be a couple of bigger perch there that aren't too frightened of the pike. We certainly know there are some in here, because I had one on the hook and I see it. The water is gin clear today. We still haven't had any rain for a long time. I should be down by the weirs, but it's just too packed over there right now. Up to a size 14 now. We'll try a single maggot first to start with. And see how we go. Well, the bites have certainly eased off now. Can be a bit of a menace when that happens, when you're trying to bag up on small fish. All the commotion and that in the swim just draws in the predators. I am truly gutted that I haven't got any lures at the moment, even if it was just to get that pike out the swim. He come darting out from this tree that's next to me. And there we have it. First fish, and this is a bleak. Some people get a little bit confused with these and dace. There is an easy way to tell the difference between the two, because the dace has more of a centre position mouth. I'm going to throw them straight back because it can be quite delicate. And yeah, the dace have more of a central mouth, and the bleak have more of an upwards turning mouth. They don't really get much bigger than that, to be honest. And if that is what I'm getting the majority of my bites on, then that is probably why we have got pike in the area. This is crazy. This is more like fly fishing now than float fishing. I still haven't put any additional bait in the swim. Just doesn't need it yet. Every cast. We're into something else. It's another bleak, I think. Trying to skim him through quickly because of that pike. Oh, you see that? You try and do them a favour, they just leap out your hand. So that's two bleak. A lot of fish in this swim now are just jumping out the water, going crazy, which is a sure sign that there's still a predator about. here we go. Is that a fish? It is a fish. It didn't even bite. It just went down like it was stuck in some weed. Another bleak. I'm not going to mess with these too much. But there you go. And that's why. In he goes. That's a fish, ducks. Okay, I need to make some adjustments here because since I've changed that hook over, the float's just not sitting right. I can't believe that it's actually anything to do with that hook. It can't weigh that much. I'll use one of these smaller lengths. Let's see how that sits. A lot of crap swimming about. Not swimming about, but there's a lot of debris on the river today, which could be interfering with the float. It's quite annoying because it was sitting lovely when I first set it up, and now it's just sinking slowly every time I chuck it out. Let's see how that is. Okay, so just to give you an idea of the kind of temperature that we're fishing in today, the maggots were in a little bit of shade, and from that last fish till literally just in this very second, they're all dead. They're literally cooked to smithereens. Whether or not this now is going to completely destroy the fishing, because I clearly haven't got a spare tub of maggots, let's just hope that the dead ones work as well as the live ones. Well, believe it or not, that was a bleak. And now it's a nice perch in a net. And there you go, that ain't bad, is it? That started out as one of them little bleak, and that perch come darting out. I literally watched the wave it was leaving. For all our American viewers, this is as close as we get to freshwater bass. A lovely green stripy perch. Let's stick him back. Okay, well, it doesn't seem like the dead maggots have made much of a difference. There must be a huge amount of silverfish down there, because I'm still not having to bait up and getting a bite every single cast. And as we've just seen, getting a perch while you're reeling in a small bleak also proves that them small fish are bringing in the predators. Another bleak. We'll chuck him straight back. I don't know how many bleak that is now, but they're still attacking the dead maggots, so there must be a big old shoal of them down there. I did go back to the car earlier and managed to find some spinners. So what I'm going to do is, we've got a bit of cloud that's rolling in now, and if it gets any more overcast than this, I'm definitely going to slap a spinner on and have a crack at some perch. We're still getting the odd fish jumping out the water like it's being chased, so there's definitely predators in the area. But I think before I actually do that, I'll nip back to the car again and grab my mat, because obviously we had that big pike that jumped out earlier, and I want to make sure that I'm prepared, just in case. My first perch on the lures. Let's see if we can get something a little bit bigger. There we go, another River Thames perch. I think this guy's going to be the last one today. The heat is just getting unbearable, and I can already feel that I have sunburn all over my arms. So let's hope next time we knock into something a little bit bigger. Till then, tight lines, heavy nets, and I will see you later.
get your soul.